Let's rise for the national anthem. Company Secretary, do we have a quorum? Yes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the quarterly meeting of our company, ARM Life PLC. The company secretary has advised me that in accordance with Article 59 of the company's Article of Association, the quorum has been formed. This meeting has therefore been convened and properly constituted. Accordingly, I hereby declare the meeting open. Before we start the meeting, I would like to state the protocols for this meeting. Please note that for participants via the online platform, all microphones will automatically be muted throughout the duration of the meeting, except when you have been granted the permission to speak. You may request permission to ask questions by clicking the raise hand icon on the streaming platform. Please state your name once you are called upon to speak. I would like to formally introduce the board of directors of the company. As you are aware, I am Mr. Demoe Oshinusi, the chairman of your company. Pursuant to the court order convening this meeting, I have been appointed to act as chairman of the meeting. The chairman should pause for, I would like to introduce, Chief, when I say I would like to introduce other members of the chairman of the board, maybe you zoom out so you can show every other director. Okay, all right. I would like to introduce Mr. Stephen Alangbon, managing director of the company. So the thing is, they'll be sitting here. They won't stand up. They won't stand up. Okay. All right. And then you zoom out. Okay. All right. Mr. Stephen Alangbon, Mr. Livingstone Magorimbo, Mr. Imari Diaye, Mr. Osaon Ogemudia, Mr. Tony Ikpia, Mr. Femi Oyetunje, Mr. Dipo Okuribido. I am also pleased to introduce a representative from CLP Legal, our company secretary. I would now like to introduce the various professional parties who are advising us on the various steps to implement the scheme. Stanbic IBTC Capital. So at this point, when we are introducing, is the people here? Okay. Stanbic IBTC Capital, UUBO, KPMG, Deloitte, Stanbic, IBTC Stockbrokers, African Prudential. I would also like to introduce the representatives of the SEC, NICOM, CAC, and NASD who are in attendance at this meeting. In the interest of public safety and having due regard, I'll skip all these parts. Skipping. I'll just move to voting time. Okay. I hereby direct that a poll on the motion before the meeting be taken forthwith. I will now invite the registrars to explain the voting procedures.
Yes. For online voting, Click on the link sent to you and enter the unique code from the message received. As soon as the voting commences, the text "Approved Scheme of Measure" will appear on the screen with voting options for or against or abstain. Voting will be open for 10 minutes. Once you have voted, click the submit button at the bottom of the screen, and you can change your vote within the 10-minute window by simply clicking on another option. Once the voting period ends, the last selected voting option will be your final vote. For USSD, simply dial *4018#. Once you've received a message that voting is set to commence, and follow the on-screen prompt. Select option 8, EGM, com. Voting will be open for 10 minutes. Follow the prompt and vote for, against, or abstain, and send. Confirm and submit your vote. You will receive confirmation that your vote has been submitted. You will have the flexibility to change your vote within the 10-minute window by simply dialing the USSD code and repeating the process. Once the voting period ends, your last selected voting option will be registered as your final vote. For physical voting, distinguished shareholders, voting devices have been given to you. Before you start the voting, we will carry out a keypad test to activate the keypads on any key on the device. To activate the keypad, please press any key on the device. Voting will be open for 10 minutes. You will need only 2 keys to vote, 1 or 2. Please press 1 to vote if you are in favor of the subjoined resolution, or press 2 to vote against the subjoined resolution. If you press any other key, it will be assumed that you've abstained from the voting. You would have the flexibility to change your votes within the 10-minute window by simply clicking the button by the side. Once the voting period ends, your last selected voting option will be registered as your final vote. The voting period commences now. Thank you. The results are being displayed on the screen. To approve the merger between Tangerine Life Insurance Limited and ARM Life PLC, the total shares 16 million.
No. So at that point, you just leave it then. Somebody will tell the chairman the meeting results. Or rather, sorry. So when the voting is over, we will now tell the chairman. The chairman will now say, I will now ask you to wait patiently while the scrutineers collate the results. So after scrutineers now finish, we will now tell the chairman. So the chairman will announce the result. Right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now announce to you the result of the poll. So, Chief, Dominic, you don't put up this slide until the chairman starts talking. Huh? But this slide doesn't come up. Yeah, it doesn't. I say that you should put it up. Okay. Exactly. It's only after scrutineers has done. I will now announce to you the result of the poll for the subjoined resolution. The total number of shares held by shareholders present is blah blah. Blah blah blah. Based on the result of the poll, I declare the resolution approving the scheme of merger carried. And that's the end. After it, Ladies and gentlemen, the announcement of the results has brought us to the conclusion of the business of the court order meeting. I thank you for taking time to attend this meeting and declare the meeting closed.